the most stunning pearl jewellery worn by the British royal family. Imagine a pair of pearls so luminous they could stop a room in its tracks. Suspended from round and baguette-cut diamonds, the Bahrain pearl drop earrings shimmer like stars cradling moonlight. Gifted decades ago, worn across continents, and now quietly resting in the royal vaults, these jewels have witnessed history unfold, moments of triumph, sorrow, and unspoken elegance. Today, we will explore the most stunning pearl jewellery worn by the British royal family. Qatari Pearl Suite. The Qatari Pearl Suite is one of those rare treasures that reminds you why Queen Elizabeth II's jewel collection sits in a league of its own. Gifted in 1979 by the Emir of Qatar during Her Majesty's official visit, the suite wasn't just a diplomatic gesture, it was a masterpiece of Gulf generosity, crafted to match the Queen's lifelong love for pearls. The demi-prua features a pair of diamond and pearl earrings and a magnificent 6-stranded pearl necklace, each strand linked with intricate diamond plaques. It is, without question, one of the largest and most dramatic pearl necklaces the Queen ever wore. Its presence alone could command an entire room. Elizabeth debuted the suite at a gala banquet in Qatar, the warm shimmer of the pearls glowing against her icy tiara light. Over the decades, she reserved it for significant Qatar-related state occasions, most memorably during the 2010 state banquet at Windsor Castle. Most often, she paired it with the Vladimir tiara dripping with pearl drops, though it also sparkled beautifully with Queen Alexandra's kokoshnik. Today, the Qatari Pearl Suite remains within the royal collection, an opulent reminder of diplomacy, heritage, and the Queen's unmistakable elegance in pearls. The Queen Anne and Queen Caroline pearl necklaces. The Queen Anne and Queen Caroline pearl necklaces are more than heirlooms. They are two luminous threads woven through centuries of British royal history. Though often worn together like a single double strand, they are distinct creations: 46 pearls for Queen Anne, the last Stuart monarch, and 50 pearls for Queen Caroline, the intelligent and influential wife of King George II. In 1947, they returned to the centre of royal life. King George VI and Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother, gifted the pair to their daughter, Princess Elizabeth, as wedding jewels, an offering rich in symbolism, continuity and love. The pearls nearly missed the ceremony, famously rescued in a dramatic dash through London traffic by Jock Colville, aided by King Haakon VII's limousine. Yet they arrived just in time, settling gracefully at Elizabeth's throat as she walked into Westminster Abbey. The Queen wore them sparingly in later years, most memorably during the 2012 Diamond Jubilee concert, where their creamy glow softened her gold ensemble. Today, the necklaces rest safely within the royal collection, regarded as two of the most breathtaking pearl treasures ever owned by Queen Elizabeth II. Quiet, historic, and undeniably regal. Princess Anne's Grimmer Pearl Earrings. Princess Anne's Grimmer Pearl earrings are the kind of jewel that feels almost alive, modern, sculptural, and quietly majestic. Designed in the late 1960s by the iconic royal jeweller Andrew Grimmer, they were one of the Princess Royal's earliest serious pieces of fine jewellery, gifted when she was still carving her place in the monarchy. Crafted in textured gold, shaped like abstract leaves, and set with luminous pearls framed by diamonds, the earrings can transform, worn as a simple stud for day, or with their dramatic pendant drops for evening. Anne loved them both ways. In the late 60s and 70s, she wore the full version often. State banquets, film premieres, glittering diplomatic nights where her modern take on royal style quietly stole attention. But perhaps their most iconic moment came in 1992, when she chose them for her wedding to Timothy Lawrence, letting their soft glow frame a deeply personal new chapter. Today, the earrings remain in Princess Anne's personal collection, still worn as studs, still timeless, and still one of the most modern pearl treasures ever owned by the British royal family. The Queen's Japanese Pearl Choker. Among the British royal family's most breathtaking pearl treasures, few command the quiet power of the Queen's Japanese Pearl Choker. Born in 1975 during Queen Elizabeth II's first state visit to Japan, it began as a gift of the finest cultured pearls from the Japanese government. Garrard soon transformed them into a 4-strand masterpiece, anchored by a curved diamond clasp, a design believed to have been subtly influenced by the Duke of Edinburgh himself. The Queen, who rarely wore chokers, debuted it in the early 1980s, wearing it for significant moments. The 1983 visit to Bangladesh, a banquet in Winnipeg in 1984, Margaret Thatcher's 70th birthday, and the 1999 Chinese Embassy banquet. Yet even before Her Majesty wore it publicly, it was famously loaned to Princess Diana for the Dutch state visit in 1982, a moment that cemented the piece as a modern royal icon. Today, the choker rests in the royal collection, adored and worn frequently by Princess Catherine of Wales. She chose it for the Duke of Edinburgh's funeral, Queen Elizabeth II's funeral, the Festival of Remembrance, and most recently the funeral of the Duchess of Kent. There's a reason Catherine returns to it so often. Its pearls are serene, stunningly feminine, and carry the unmistakable grace of queens. Queen Victoria's 11th pearl brooch. It's one of the most quietly breathtaking treasures in the British royal vaults, Queen Victoria's 11-pearl brooch, a jewel that feels almost like a whisper of history preserved in diamonds and light. Created in the mid-19th century, the brooch features 11 luminous pearls, 8 nestled in an intricate diamond frame, with 3 exquisite pearl drops suspended like soft teardrops of moonlight. Victoria cherished it deeply, and in 1901 she designated it an heirloom of the crown, ensuring it would forever belong to Britain's reigning monarch. Though Victoria was photographed in it only once, most poignantly in one of her final portraits, the brooch went on to find a devoted wearer in Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother. She wore it through her later years, from milestone birthdays to her final Easter service, letting its gentle gleam soften every appearance. After her death in 2002, the brooch returned to its rightful owner, Queen Elizabeth II, who debuted it in her 2009 Christmas broadcast and again in 2016. Today, it remains one of the most princess-like ethereal pearl creations in royal history, an enduring symbol of elegance passed from queen to queen. Princess Diana's triple-strand pearl bracelet. Princess Diana's triple-strand pearl bracelet remains one of the most breathtaking pearl creations ever worn by a British royal. A piece that seemed to glow with the same soft radiance she carried in every room. Designed by Nigel Milne in 1988, the bracelet was Diana's answer to timeless grace. 3 perfectly matched rows of luminous pearls, separated by circular diamond spaces that added just enough sparkle without disturbing its serene beauty. Diana wore it on several unforgettable occasions, most famously paired with her iconic Catherine Walker Elvis gown and the Queen Mary's Lover's Knot tiara, creating an image that still feels ethereal decades later. After her passing, the bracelet quietly returned to the royal vault until 2017, when Catherine, Princess of Wales, debuted it during the Germany tour. The resemblance was unmistakable, and the moment sent a wave of nostalgia across the world. Today the bracelet remains part of Diana's enduring legacy, proof that pearls, when chosen by a princess, become more than jewels. They become memories, passed from one graceful wrist to another. Queen Mary's Lover's Knot tiara. Queen Mary's Lover's Knot tiara is one of the most enchanting pearl jewels in the British Royal Vault, an unmistakable cascade of diamonds and swinging pearl drops that seems to breathe with every movement. Commissioned in 1913, Queen Mary asked Garrard to recreate the Cambridge lover's knot she had long admired on her aunt. What emerged was a masterpiece. Arches of brilliant diamonds crowned with luminous pearls, each one shimmering like a tiny moon suspended in midair. After Queen Mary's passing, the tiara moved to Queen Elizabeth II, who quietly treasured it for decades before passing it to Diana, Princess of Wales, the woman who made it iconic. Its weight may have been legendary, but so was its beauty. Today the tiara belongs to the crown and rests in royal custody, worn most memorably by Catherine, Princess of Wales. From the 2015 Diplomatic Corps reception to the 2022 South African State Banquet, she wears it with a grace that feels almost ancestral. Its pearls, soft, romantic, impossibly regal, remain some of the most breathtaking ever owned by the British royal family. Queen's Silver Jubilee pearl earrings. The Queen's silver Jubilee pearl earrings are among the most quietly breathtaking jewels in the British royal family, a design so elegant it feels almost timeless. Featuring a single round diamond that catches the light like a whispered sparkle, suspended above two luminous pearl drops, the earrings first appeared in 1977, during Queen Elizabeth II's Silver Jubilee year. Their exact provenance remains a mystery, adding an irresistible layer of intrigue to their beauty. Though simple at first glance, these earrings embody the Queen's lifelong love for pearls. They echo the classic pearl and diamond pairs she wore daily, pieces that became part of her unmistakable royal silhouette. Over the years, the earrings have passed gracefully through generations. The Queen loaned them to Sophie, Countess of Wessex, for the Grand Luxembourg royal wedding in 2012. Later, in 2016, they became fast favourites of the Duchess of Cambridge, appearing on major occasions from Canada to Sandringham, Easter services, remembrance events, and even after the birth of Prince Louis. Today, these earrings rest with the Princess of Wales, worn as a tender tribute to the late Queen, and with every appearance they remind the world why these pearls remain one of the most stunning treasures in the royal vault. Lotus Flower Tiara. The Lotus Flower Tiara is one of the British royal family's most enchanting pearl creations, a piece born from love, reinvented through generations, and forever linked to the women who wore it. In 1923, Lady Elizabeth Bowes-Lyon received a pearl and diamond necklace as a wedding gift from the Duke of York. She soon transformed it into this airy, romantic tiara. Lotus-shaped motifs rising into diamond arches, crowned with perfectly balanced pearls. It became iconic in her 1920s portraits, and by 1937, she had already loaned it to her sister for King George VI's coronation. Its story deepened when she gifted it to Princess Margaret, who wore it with her trademark glamour for decades and even loaned it for her son's wedding. After her death, it entered Queen Elizabeth II's collection and found new life on Catherine, Princess of Wales, at diplomatic events, and most recently on the Duchess of Edinburgh. A true wanderer of royal history, its pearls have graced queens, princesses, duchesses, and remain one of Britain's most breathtaking treasures. Bahrain pearl drop earrings. Among the British royal family's most breathtaking pearl treasures, few shine with the quiet majesty of the Bahrain pearl drop earrings. Gifted to Princess Elizabeth on her 1947 wedding, they were born from 7 magnificent pearls presented by the Hakim of Bahrain, 2 of which became these luminous drops, suspended from round and baguette-cut diamonds like stars cradling moonlight. Queen Elizabeth II wore them early in her reign, from her 1951 Canadian tour to the legendary Dorothy Wilding portraits that later defined her image on banknotes and stamps. Over the decades, these pearls graced many royals, the Princess of Wales in the 1980s, the Countess of Wessex in 2014, and most poignantly Princess Catherine of Wales, who now holds them on long-term loan. She has worn them for moments of deep national significance, from trooping the colour to both royal funerals, cementing their place as one of the most elegant and emotionally resonant pearl jewels in the royal collection, where they remain today, quietly carrying generations of history. Thank you for watching. Once again, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more sparkling stories. We would love to know your thoughts on which pearl jewellery was your favourite and why.